Brrrrrroom! It's Jason J. Boom Leagard here, coming at you this morning with a new video. And right now it is supposedly about 33 degrees out here in Tempe, Arizona this morning. And I found this patch of some dead grass and stuff. It's got some frost on it this morning to kind of help with the message of this video. So it's a bit chilly. It's a bit chilly here in the AZ. And as a lot of you know, I'm originally from North Dakota. I'm rocking my Bison NDSU t-shirt here this morning. And what I want to talk to you guys about is how, depending on your circumstances, you are going to adapt. It's just life. And you've got to come to terms with that fact that as circumstances change, you will change with them. And you need to just let that flow instead of fight it. You need to recognize the circumstances and recognize the fact that you are changing with those circumstances and you're adapting. And I mean, it's nature, to be honest. And so I want to use this cold, relatively cold. That's part of the point of this video. Being back, originally from North Dakota, growing up, I mean, there were many times where I dealt with blizzards and storms where the temperatures would drop to, including the wind chill. I remember one particular winter in college, it got to 80 below. And I remember running from the car to the apartment door, and it was about a 37-second run. And I remember the tip of my nose and the tips of my fingers were already starting to freeze. You know, it was crazy. Like, you couldn't believe it, how cold it was. And, and then moving to Arizona, with the hot temperatures, in the wintertime, we get down to freezing, as we see here. But, it's a whole different animal. And what's funny is after you've lived here for a while, usually a couple years or so, then when a morning like this hits, you're grabbing the coat and stuff, and you are freezing your ass off. And the first time it happens, like it did for me, you're actually pissed. You're just like, I used to live in North Dakota, 80 below wind chills, crazy snowstorms and 3 feet of snow and just vicious cold. And it'd be like, whatever, no big deal. And then when, the spring would come, and the minute that it hit 50 degrees, I mean, we're running around in like t-shirts and shorts going like, yeah, this is awesome, man. And down here, after living here for a while, boy, it even hits the 50s. And we're like, damn, time to break out the coats and maybe layer up. This is vicious. This is wicked cold, man. And of course, people back home, North Dakota, was like, whatever, dude. Like, be quiet. And that's the thing, is that the body adapts to having you move here, different temperatures, different environments, different circumstances. The body is adapting and getting used to a different situation. And then after time, it gets into a new groove. And I want you to take that to heart, this little funny story about weather. But the value in this video for you is that instead of, being angry about the fact that I'm far less tolerant to extreme cold temperatures anymore, and maybe it's losing some pride over it, like, oh, I'm not as tough anymore as I used to be growing up in North Dakota when it comes to weather, is realizing that I've adapted to a new circumstance, a new situation. Now I do have to put on the coat a little bit earlier, maybe wear a couple layers of clothes, and when I go home to visit North Dakota, then I better bring extra layers because, hey, I got to adapt to the fact that I'm not prepped for that stuff anymore. So just let it flow. Let yourself, morph, adapt, change with the circumstances of your life, and just let that all work itself out. And you're going to be far more successful, have far more energy. You're going to smile a lot more, and you're going to get a lot more done, and get a lot more done more easily, because you've just let the adaptation occur. And when you do that, guess what? You got gratitude, attitude, altitude for your dreams, baby. And it's all the way up, even when it's a little bit outside. This is Jason J. Boom Leagard. Go check out my blog, www.jasonleagard.com. I'm going to see you on the next video. Brrrrrroom.